I am part of a group of lean consultants. What is lean? Lean is a methodology of removing waste from a business process. It focuses on what creates value for the customer. It also focuses on identifying the non-value added activities in an organization, meaning those activities that do not create value but consume stupendous or great amount of resources in our day-to-day activities. According to the experts, American companies on average have only 10% value add in their processes. So that means 90% on average of the activities in most American businesses, most American organizations are non-value add. The non-value add activity category is split into two dimensions. One is non-value added essential, meaning there are certain activities that businesses have to partake in that do not necessarily add value to the end product, but they must be done. For example, compliance is an example. Some accounting procedures and administrative activities that do not necessarily add value to the product or service, but they must be done. So these are non-value added essential activities. Then there's non-value added waste. On an average, according to some experts, American companies have about 60 to 80% non-value added waste in their daily activities. And this sums up a huge amount of dollars and cash tied up in stuff and activities that are not essential and the customers are not willing to pay for. It's waste. Our team of experts would help you and your organization become more lean, trim, and efficient in your day-to-day business activities through our 5A business or lean business problem solving model, where we would articulate the nature of your problem. Then we would assess the impact of that problem, where we get the baseline measures to determine the gap between your current specification for a product or service as determined by your customers and your current performance. In this case, if your company is operating at a 50% non-value added waste level, our experts would hone in on those activities and we would quantify those activities. And then we would go into the next phase of our model, which is to could you cut that, brother? You could cut? Okay.
You want to read it first?
So articulate, assess, then ascertain, right? Okay.
Ascertain and now
Yeah,
apply and
yeah.
acquire tools and methods to
I got it.
sustain.
Okay. Bismillah. Our team of experts would help you ascertain the root causes of that gap that we assessed through our assessment phase. Then we would help you and your team and your employees apply effective solutions using our solution selection matrix, where we look at solutions in terms of unintended consequences, in terms of cost, in terms of the level of complexity that a solution would create, and the benefit and the return on investment. And then we would choose the best solutions which give you the best return on investment, the least amount of complexity, and the least amount of risk. And we would do a pilot test to validate that those solutions were effective. Then our team of experts would help you to anchor the changes and the improvements that you applied through our control plan methodology, in which we would determine the new measurements, the new metrics. We would determine who is responsible for sustaining the process and making sure that the process stays within the new limits. Our team would also determine how often the new process should be monitored to make sure that the changes are sustained. And then we go through a change management methodology to make sure that you sustain those changes. And finally, we would make sure that we have a robust rewards and recognition program in place to recognize and to reward all those who were supportive and played a critical role in improving the process and fixing the problem. And finally, we would celebrate together. If you need help applying lean manufacturing methodologies or lean for service methodologies, click on the link below and give us a call.